Let's talk about this new KSI record.
You're my holiday, everything I wanted, Make a brother feel amazing and accommodate all my flaws and mistakes, everything you tolerate. All my shit is tailor-made, if you need I'ma call away. I never lie, I'll always tell you what I'm feeling.
Before I review anything, let me be clear. This is my first time reviewing an album, so don't expect me to be an expert who's super analytical. All I'm going to do is give my honest opinion on what resonated with me as a rapper myself. Without further ado, let's get into this. So the album starts with The Moment, which is a sung rap intro, and I actually really like it. The auto-tune works well with this type of song, it's not too jarring, and the melodies are quite solid. Now, the rap verse I'm not too big a fan of, but overall it's quite a solid track. The second song on this album is aptly named Number 2, and to be honest, I'm not too big a fan of this one. The auto-tune in the chorus is overdone, and the main punchline is as corny as it is confusing. Isn't being the shit a good thing? 21's verse was easily the best part of this song. You sounds like a slightly worse Passion Fruit by Drake, and while KSI pulls it off, there's nothing new here. His vocal performance is pretty solid, but this is definitely one of the most derivative cuts off this project. Gang Gang is definitely one of my favorite tracks off the album, but to be honest, it's because of J1 and Deno. I still don't think KSI is quite there with his pure rapping abilities, which makes it easy for J1 to outshine him. Rent Free is a decent track with a smooth hook. While KSI's verses are easy to vibe to, the attempts at wordplay are quite mediocre. The solo track Madness sees KSI showcasing his rap abilities. The delivery is pretty solid, and I have to say he's improved a lot. I found this to be leagues above Domain, which I was never too big a fan of in the first place. While KSI isn't the best rapper in terms of technical ability, I'm glad to see that he's continuing to improve. As for Silly, it's not a great attempt at a drill track in my opinion. While KSI's performance is decent, it's nothing out of this world. Bugsy Malone's verse is definitely the best part of this song. No Time is one of my favorite tracks on this project, and KSI really kills the singing flows and the falsetto parts on this one. Lil Durk also provides an up-to-mark performance with his verse. Overall, a solid track. No Pressure is a good track, but I actually preferred his singing part than his rapping one in this one too. This is a surprise for me because usually I don't like sung rap that much, and this is definitely a theme throughout the project. And while it does say that KSI has a lot to improve when it comes to his rapping abilities, it's good to see that he can really kill these sung flows. We're talking the same with Sleeping with the Enemy. Solid hook, decent first verse, much better second verse. Overall, I'm quite impressed with this album. While the lyrical content still needs a lot of work, this definitely showcases KSI's versatility, and it's a huge step up from Dissimulation. It's important for albums to have a theme and have some cohesiveness, so it's not just enough to throw a bunch of songs from different subgenres together and call it a good album. However, since the theme is about being all over the place, it's quite fitting. This might seem like a cop-out, but it works as long as there is some cohesiveness, and there is. The production, while at times derivative, also adds some cohesion to the track even when taking on different styles. I will admit, I was expecting more variation than we got, since a lot of the project falls pretty squarely into the pop rap category, but it's nice to see that KSI can really hold his own in that style. So I'm personally not going to give this a number rating because I know a lot of people are just going to skip to the end, see the number rating, and without watching the rest of the video just get triggered, but I will say what I think Anthony Fantana will give this. And I'd say it would be a strong 5 to a light 6. I'm not 100% sure about this. I doubt it will be higher. It could be slightly lower, but that's my prediction. Anyway, that'll do it for the review today. Be sure to subscribe, check out my music and all the other good stuff in the description down below. Peace.
Showtime, I'ma show these raps how to go. My flows prime 2, 3, 5, or a poke grind. No crime, man, a dealer, I'm supplying dope lines. Take the move, but I'ma rope you in like some low tide. Hold tight, I'll be killing everything this whole time. Man, I won't stop until a million on the profile. Whole prime, organized, streets and profile, no lie.